YouTube. What's good, family? Welcome back. You know what I'm saying? Back at it. Feel good, look good. You already know what it is, man. It's Pays and Plays podcast here. Going to give y'all a special episode. March Madness is here. We're going to break down the first round and talk about some picks, predictions, upset alerts. You guys like upsets, right? Y'all know me. I love upsets. So we're gonna talk about that, right? I know this is not football. Follow the Instagram page, Pays and Plays underscore podcast. You can find my stories. I have, if people been paying attention, college basketball, we've been rolling ever since football has been gone. So please check me out there. Check me out on TikTok as well. TikTok community started to fuck with me too. So yeah, man, all around good vibes here when it comes to college basketball too, man. Not bad for a football guy, right? And by the way, happy St. Patty's Day. You see, I got my green on. MF Doom, RIP, Supreme MF Doom shirt, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Got to show love to that one. But let's get right into it. All right, I'm going to go with my bets, and I'm going to go with the upsets, and then games that made me say stay away. All right, so we're going to go all like that. Let's go right into it, though. Best bets. We got three on Thursday. We got one Friday. So before I get into that real quickly, though, these games, man, when it comes to tournaments, I want people to understand this. Location, location, location to a degree does matter, right? If you're a northern team playing the West Coast, time zone difference, right? Regardless, whether it's mountain time, Pacific time, you get the point, right? You know, same thing with the West Coast teams going to the East Coast time zones. This stuff does matter. If you're a faster team, if you're a slow tempo team, this stuff does kind of matters when you're looking at totals, you're looking at bets, you're looking at handicapping. It kind of does matter to a degree. Okay, get these numbers as soon as possible if you can, because by the time tip off comes around, the number may go up, number may go down. Depends on what you get want and what you get. Okay. All right. So Thursday, three games on Thursday. I'm gonna about order, and then I'm gonna go to the Friday game. So Creighton, I got Creighton plus 108 on the money line against Louisville. Colt Brenner, one of the best defenders in the nation. Listen, when you got a big like that, bro, he helps stabilize a lot of situations, bro, especially when it comes to the paint, the key. I know he's good. The team can shoot the ball well too. They can definitely shoot three ball very well. And I know they are going to be playing Louisville in Lexington, Kentucky. You know, it's not Louisville, it's not far away. So it'll be a lot of Louisville fans. It's going to feel like more of a home game. I honestly I get it. But the ACC has been trash. Okay. There's a reason why only four teams made it. So that tells you the AC has been very trash this year. And I know Louisville has had a good year, but Creighton has been playing that Big East. And if you know about the Big East, bro, the Big East is no joke. I mean, there's a reason why the Big East teams have been good, how they've been doing the last few years. So it's kind of clear or short that Creighton has been a Sweet 16 team as well. I think they can be a Sweet 16 as well as possible. But 8-9 matchup, I'm gonna go with Creighton to win that game. Next one, you got BYU playing VCU, Virginia Commonwealth University. Is going to be in Denver. So this is why I also says a big thing. I got BYU -2. They play in that altitude. They play in Utah, so it's the same altitude, bro. I don't see how they don't change nothing. And I'm gonna say shout out to Mark Pope, even though he's at Kentucky, but he was at BYU. This team has still kind of installed some of the stuff that he teaches. And on top of that, we're forgetting that the number one overall recruit will be there next year as well. But this is this year. This is currently. I still got BYU to win -2 against VCU. Possibly they could be a sneaky Sweet 16 team. It's possible. It's possible, bro. But this team has the accolades to do it. They can go up and down the court on you. They can shoot the three ball very well. And like I said, when you in that elevation, like Colorado, where you need to open up your lungs, you need to drink a lot of water, do a lot of running, do a lot of cardio, which, you know, I'm sure VCU will get them boys ready though, but that's going to be a big thing, man, when BYU's already implemented to it. So next game though, it's going to be in Denver following that. And also this is a possible upset alert. I'm going to say it right here. So you're going to have UC San Diego versus Michigan. Yes, the 5 versus 12 matchup. I picked the over 141 and a half. It is currently at 142 and a half. I would still play it at that. But here's my reason to why I'm going with the over and why I also believe Michigan is on upset alert. For one, the line was at -3.5 when it first opened. It already dropped down to -2.5. So that tells you that sharp money has went on San Diego. The value of that has kind of went down. And the value of the number of the 141 that I picked has went down because I was at 142 and a half. I would still play that. But here's my thing with Michigan, we know what to expect. They can score. You know, they got two big 7-footers, bro. Vlad Gold and Garrett Wolf. We know what they can do. They can also shoot the ball very well. But here's the problem that they also have. Their defense is a very mid, which means that if, like you see San Diego, they can spread you out 1 through 5. 1 through 4 can shoot the three. And let's say you see San Diego gets a roll on the three against Michigan. It could be a problem. Another problem Michigan has is turnovers, the dumb turnovers. It's not like it's a situational thing where, like, you know, you get trapped double teamed into turnover. It's just dumb little turnovers. And one team that does like the first turnovers and they can score off turnovers is UC San Diego. This team, as a mid-major team, is the best team against the spread. So a lot of people are starting to know about this team, and maybe Michigan fans will start to know about them. I mean, I already knew about them, but it goes to what I say about the way you play. Michigan can do slow tempo, but they're a little bit more quicker than usual. I know that Wisconsin game was kind of nasty, but that just happens when it's Wisconsin and Michigan game. But I expect pace to kind of be a little bit tense to both sides. And like I said, UC San Diego will have a little bit advantage because of the elevation. They are in San Diego. It's not as high as Denver, but it's similar elevation to where, I mean, they know they're inclement to it, so they're used to it. So I will say it's an upset alert, but I do think points will be scored because towards the end, let's say, you know, people get the hacking. Y'all know how this goes. If it's a close game, people get the hacking. You score a few free throws, a little bit of one and ones, a double bonus, then the over catches at 141. So I can see it being if Michigan blows out UC San Diego, I can see it being a 87. I mean, you could say an 87-65 game. You could say they win by 20 some points, and that still covers. Or, you know, if it goes to the 70s on both sides, bro, that's all you really need to get, right? If as long as UC San Diego scores 70 points, if Michigan scores about 78 to 80 points, then you're good, right? That's how you gotta think about it. And lastly, so I got Memphis. I picked Memphis plus one, was it 116? It was something like that. I picked them against Colorado State, another 5 versus 12 matchup. And the reason why everyone says what's up with the 5 versus 12 matchups, a lot of those times you expect an upset between one of those matchups between those four. Um, I mean, Memphis is a fifth seed and they're an underdog against Colorado State. So I don't like Memphis as a favorite, but as an underdog, you're going to convince me Memphis. You're giving me points. You're giving me plus money. And y'all know I love my plus money. So go ahead and give me Memphis. Shout out to Coach Penny and them phone pauses. All right. So a couple games though too that make me also consider kind of staying away. Arkansas, Kansas. I think that one plus 4.5. Listen, I know Calipari, you can argue, has been an okay job with Arkansas first year as Arkansas coach, but Bill Self, I think he needs this win a lot more for Kansas. I don't know what's going on with Kansas. I almost feel like he wants to resign or retire. That's why I don't know what's going on with them right now. With Arkansas, there's a possibility of playing, may not be playing. That's their NBA potential NBA type player that's eligible, and we don't know if he's going to be playing. They say he could play, so this is listen. The injuries in college basketball are starting to get like NBA, where they say, "Oh, he's questionable. He may go out there," and then he's nowhere to be found. So please be aware of that one, okay? Because that's how it goes. I'm staying away from that one. Drake plus 6.5 against Missouri is very interesting to me. I don't care for Missouri like that. My bold prediction with them, a lot of people were raving them. I think they're out. at least second round. I don't think they make Sweet 16. So that's a bold prediction. Take it how you want on that one. Missouri can score, but can they defend? That's the problem. And Drake doesn't care to score like that, but they actually are pretty good in defending, playing good defense. The over under is like 133 and a half. I would lean over because you got Missouri there. But I mean, if Drake stabilizes them to 69 points, 65 points, there's a possibility Drake can win this game. I know they've been to the tournament 3 straight years and they haven't won it. You could argue they maybe should have beat Miami the year Miami went to the Final Four that year. Maybe that should have been the game they should have won, but this is a possibility where they could win this one. Next one, that's on alert. Texas A&M, they are on alert. 4 versus 13 matchup. You got Yale. Yale's at plus 7.5. It was 8.5 when it first just opened. I remember seeing it and it dropped instantly. And I would lean towards Yale to cover. I don't know about the win, but it's possible because it's the same team that did beat Auburn last year, and Auburn this year is the number one overall seed. So anything is possible. They got good guard play as well. So good guard play, being able to shoot three, that is very important when it comes to the tournament. And shooting your free throws, right? It goes to what I said like not long ago. Some of those little bonehead fouls towards the end, you need to be able to make your shots so your team has an opportunity to win the game. This one, like I said, it'll be a tough game. I would lean over. I mean, not over. I would leave under in this game. Not very confident on that one, which is why I didn't touch it. This is a stay away game for me. I would not be surprised if Yale win this game. I wouldn't be surprised if Texas A&M win this game. That's how I look at it. Another game that I stayed away from, completely didn't touch, but I will break it down a little bit. Marquette and New Mexico. Okay, we know Rick Pitino's son is at New Mexico head coach. He's actually done pretty good this year. And Shaka Smart, looking like my man from the Bronx Tale. Yeah, you already know. So kind of mid, bro. Listen, Shaka Smart, about almost 14 years ago, you can say when he was at VCU, you cheered on for him, right? Got screwed in Texas a little bit. He definitely got screwed. We're just gonna say it as it is on that one. Definitely got screwed in that one, but you got Cam Jones, man, and it's one of their best players. And I agree. He's been holding down for Marquette for the last couple of years, but I think Donovan Denton for New Mexico, one of the best guards in college. I think he's a first round pick guy in the NBA. I think they will be competitive against Marquette. Marquette's minus 3.5. Now this game is in Cleveland, Ohio. Take it how you want. The more clear-cut advantage, home crowd-wise, home field-wise, you want to call it, would be Marquette because they are in Milwaukee. But I don't think this matters. You got the last name Pitino coaching, and I do think Rick Pitino's son may be able to pull out the slight upset against Marquette. Another one that I did see that I find interesting, you got Liberty plus 6.5 against Oregon. Oregon's been iffy all year in the Big Ten. I kind of forgot that they were even kind of relevant in the Big Ten, but apparently they made the tournament, so they are kind of good. Uh, I just don't know, bro. Liberty can shoot the ball. They can play defense. They can match. They can match any type of energy you want. And that's when you look for these small, mid-major teams. Can they match similar energy to some of these bigger time conferences teams? And I think they can match it. I'm not saying Liberty will go out there to Seattle, even though that's more close for Oregon. I'm not saying they will beat them. But 6.5, granted, this line was actually 7.5 when I first saw it. If you got 7.5, you actually got a bang for your buck. I would play it at 7. 6.5, I'm not playing it though. I want to say, one more game that I'm going to touch into, and we're going to call it wraps. The first four, you got North Carolina and San Diego State. So North Carolina is minus 3.5 against San Diego State. And to some people who don't know, the head member of the committee team is the athletic director for North Carolina. He made sure they got a possibility. I thought Ohio State had a better chance. I thought West Virginia, you could argue, had a better chance. Hell, maybe even Boise State. This same North Carolina team only has one quad one win all year. San Diego State has been a little better. And I'm going with San Diego State to win and cover this game. the more I keep talking myself into it, I might make it the best bet by Tuesday night. I don't know yet because North Carolina has no bigs. They did not replace Babcock. And who is going to stop this young, athletic, shiesty San Diego State team? These guys are not only kind of big, they also can move. And North Carolina does not have a big. Now they got great guard play. I give them that. And honestly, outside of that, Hooper Davis needs to be on the hot seat. This game, listen, if I'm the AD and I gave y'all an opportunity to make yourselves known and y'all lose this one, Hubert, you need to go. I know everyone's going to still stick to, well, a couple years ago, he won 3 in a row against Coach K and all. Bro, that was off Roy Williams' talent. You think he recruited those players? He maybe had a little bit of help, but come on, man. Hubert Davis, you're on the hot seat. But regardless who wins this 11 versus 11 matchup, I do believe they go beat Ole Miss, and Ole Miss is going to be the 6-11 matchup. So I'm just letting y'all know that whoever wins this game, I do believe will beat Ole Miss because the only reason why Ole Miss is overseas like they are is because they were in the SEC. Okay. So that concludes first round thoughts, predictions, upsets, my thoughts, stay away games. I hope this helped. Like, comment, pass the word around, man. I won't be back round two. I might do a YouTube short, but I will be back for Sweet 16. Like I said, St. Patty's Day. Let's be safe out here, man. Drive safe and let's get this money.